Well, it's an honor to be here with you all. 12 months ago, we were celebrating with Babolat yet again, and we have a great announcement with the best tennis player in the world. Not only are we celebrating Carlos Alcaraz, the #1 player and reigning US Open champion, but we're also celebrating the history, camaraderie, and really the community that Babolat brings to tennis and sports. And it's an honor to be here. It really is a family, Team Babolat. So my name is Cicma. It's an honor to be your MC today, and I'd like to welcome my colleague and the man who makes this all possible, the CEO of Babolat, Eric Babolat. Let's hear it.
Good to see you.
Well, Eric, thank you so much. You and your family have made this magic possible with the Babolat brand for so many years. So tell me about your excitement for the US Open and New York.
Yeah, Babolat, I mean, we are a family business, and I'm the 5th generation, and will be soon 150 years old at the company in 2025. And yes, my family has been involved in this game since it was born. And it was some years ago, back in 1875, when my great-great-grandfather invented tennis string, the first ever tennis string when the game was born. And to tell you how old this is, it's 2 years before the first Wimbledon, which is 1877. So we are older than Wimbledon. I don't think a lot of people in tennis can say that. And since then, Babolat's story has been linked to this game on 2 pillars. One, innovation, bring the best so that tennis lovers in clubs or on tournament as champions perform and to have the best, because the best way to show that our products are good is to have those pros playing and winning with them.
And the history is so important because, of course, now Babolat is all about the rackets, the strings, and also the shoes. But it did start with strings. Bjorn Borg, Pete Sampras, just to name a few. So tell me about how the strings began this whole revolution.
Yeah, the string is important. We often say at Babolat, it's like in a car racing. I mean, you have the body, which is the frame, and the string is the engine of the racket. And at Babolat, we do string, and we did string nearly for 100 years before doing other things. And the our first string, and the famous name of our string is still there, is the famous VS gut string that has won more than 100 Grand Slams since it exists, since with the biggest name, and you name a few. The French Musketeers, Mr. Lacoste and his fellows, Suzanne Lenglen were playing with Babolat VS string and winning. They were the world champion of tennis in the 1920s, 1930s. And Sid named, yeah, big names, Bjorn Borg, Arthur Ashe, Pete Sampras, Boris Becker, Kim Clijsters, Wozniacki, Andy Roddick, Rafael Nadal or Alcaraz today are playing and winning with Babolat products. That's what we do.
Well, tradition is so important for Babolat, and we talk about strings, but let's now move to the rackets. Carlos Moya, the first ever professional player to win a major. He won the French Open with a Babolat racket, followed by Andy Roddick and Kim Clijsters. They were #1 at the same time playing with Babolat. And then, of course, Rafael Nadal made it quite famous. So tell me about that generation of players and how they brought the rackets into it.
Yes, it's important. As I said, Babolat champions have won slams since 1875, so it's a long time. And when we started, because we are the oldest tennis company in the world, but one of the youngest in rackets, because Babolat rackets started only in 1994. So it was many strings before that. And so after more than 100 victory with our strings, it was important to win the Grand Slam with racket. And that happened just 4 years after the launch of our racket. Was in Roland Garros, 1998. Roland Garros champion Carlos Moya with the Babolat Pure Drive, the best racket and the most rackets sold in the world still now. And at the time, 2 juniors were winning the French. Kim Clijsters in girls, Fernando Gonzalez in boy, both of them also Babolat champions. So really the time, 4 years after the first racket launch, Babolat rackets were already at the top and the pinnacle of tennis, winning Grand Slams. And funny now to have Carlos Moya being the coach of Nadal. Nadal is playing with Babolat since he's 9 or 10 when he decided not to play soccer but tennis. And since then, Babolat is his racket of choice, and we are very happy to equip such a champion. And the Gen A that we talk about now, Carlos Alcaraz, Carlitos, don't compare him with Nadal, it's something different. He's a big name, a big guy, and he's showing up that there is a new generation up and coming. The youngest #1 in tennis history, 20 years old, and still smiling. He loves the game.
And you mentioned the new generation of players, so let's talk about Mickelson, also Quinn. I mean, 2 American stars. So how important are they and other youngsters to really carry the torch? Because Rafa, we all know, isn't going to be playing for too much longer. So who else do you have?
We have more than 500 pro players with Babolat team, from juniors, boys and girls from different countries. But US is the biggest market of tennis in the world, the biggest for Babolat too. So of course it's important, and we would like to equip the next American champion, because since Andy Roddick, US is expecting a man to perform in tennis. So yeah, we have Mickelson, we have Quinn, 18 and 19, that will play the US Open as boys, as well as I think 62 out of the US nationals, boys and girls. So yeah, we have the next generation coming. There's not room for more, but we believe that it will come soon.
Well, the American market is so important, and that's why the US Open is great. So let's give a big round of applause to Eric Babolat. And we have a very special announcement, and of course we have the reigning US Open champion, the world #1, hot off that legendary match against Novak. I know he's hungry for revenge, and also his great Wimbledon title. So, with no further ado, let's welcome the man of the hour, Carlos Alcaraz.
How are you?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Eddie, how are you?
You're welcome.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Now first, who loves Carlos Alcaraz? Let's hear it, guys. So, Eric, how important is this gentleman to Babolat?
Very important. We love Carlos, and I think it's a case of all tennis lovers, because don't compare Carlos with anyone. Carlos is unique. Tennis has never been a player like that. Loving the game, performing, but I think what's the best about you, Carlos, is that every day you remind that tennis is not only a sport, it's a game, and you play this game, you like it, and it shows, and I think it's the best for tennis lovers and tennis. So thank you, and congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Carlos, talk about your excitement to be here in New York and for this great tournament.
Obviously, it's great to come back, in this amazing tournament. It's a tournament where I become #1, when I got my first Grand Slam. In general, I reached my dream. So for me, I have great memories here, and I'm really, really excited to play again here in New York.
Excellent. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a great announcement coming up, another historic announcement for the company and for Carlos. So Eric, take it away.
Yes, I mean, you know Carlos, you love him, but we know Carlos since some years. So Carlos started to play with Babolat racket and strings since he was 10, so it's 10 years ago already. And so we are together very happy to say that today we'll continue our partnership and sign for at least the next 7 years together. So we are here to sign the extension of our agreement, our contract, and very happy to share that with you, and very proud.
So on that note, we would like to sign the contract right now. So it's pretty exciting, and we'd like to bring the table out.
So we need to stand up.
Sure.
It's not the wedding, but soon. Put it here, it's better.
Yeah.
All right. Take it official.
Okay. Historical moment.
Yeah.
Want to start?
Sure. I sign here, right? Right. Here in.
Yes.
Down here.
Whatever you get there. Thank you. It's a done deal. Good, well.
Thank you, Eric.
So happy about that, and I have a special gift for you, because not only we signed a contract, but we are very proud of what you achieved since last year here. You remember 1 year ago we are here with the kids playing some tennis. Since then, 2 Grand Slam, US
Right.
Open, and the championship at Wimbledon just last July. So congratulations, and we are so proud and happy for you. So that's your new bag with the stars of this 2 first Grand Slam, and it's only the beginning.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So Carlos, tell me, what does Babolat mean to you to be part of this family?
Obviously, as Eric said, I've been playing with Babolat since I was 10 years old, and this is a racket that I love playing. I have reached so much success with Babolat. I'm really, really happy, to still play with the brand. With my team, I've never think about playing with another brand. So I'm really happy to extend the contract to still playing with Babolat, and hopefully a long list of stars with Babolat.
Thank you.
And also, I know we all want Carlos to win, honestly. You're an amazing player. So how is this racket helping you to win? The technology, I mean, everything about it.
Well, I talked with about this model, this racket. I've been playing with this model, I think, 2 years from now. So it's quite good for me with a stringer, more than I used to play before. So it helped me a lot to have the power that I usually play and the control as well. So and it's getting better every year. So for me, it's amazing.
Well, we love you, and this is the Pure Arrow. He's been using it for over 10 years, since you were 10 years old. So like you said, we have 2 stars, US Open, Wimbledon. Let's add a few more, maybe 23 more?
I hope so. I've been working for that.